Oh yeah, I'd forgotten things here had gone so windy. Last time we got ourselves the Staff of Magnus, and this time, well, this time I guess we need to use it to get inside and take care of the actual Eye of Magnus once for all. It's clearly a massive threat to the College of Winterhold. I actually quite like this place, so I'm not going to let anything bad happen to it. Perhaps unsurprisingly, it is in fact the staff that we need to get back inside, although weirdly it seems a few of the NPCs have just walked in there anyway. Right, regardless, we head back inside and I'm expecting a massive battle, but of course our obvious villain Ancano has to monologue at us for a bit, which he does with great gusto, and then I use the staff on the eye, which makes things very glowy. Also makes some of those annoying magic things, but this time they're after him. I tried to use the staff and magic on him, but it doesn't go so well, so I just go back to the old ways of beating him. Turns out he's not very strong. After a bit he shields himself like a wuss, but a quick zap of magnetic lightning takes that down, and my mace does the rest of the work. I also need to take out those anomalies, which are annoying, but manageable. And that is that. I did kind of expect a little more out of the final battle, but I had no complaints of being done. The Eye of Magnus has been removed from the world, and we're now the head of the Winterhold College, apparently. Yep, we're the Archmage. And it gets confirmed. It seems like these quest lines all sort of end the age. I am now the Dragonborn, head of the Thieves Guild, head of the Companions, and Archmage of the College of Winterhold. That's certainly going to keep me busy, won't it? With that done, it's time to move on, and at this point I didn't really know what I was going to do, so I started by doing the stuff I knew I needed to do. Firstly, it's about time I changed my companion. I've had Lydia since the start, and it's time we change. I send her back and change her out for Ayla the Huntress, who I still think will be my most likely marriage choice in the game. Then I decided to head out and try the horses, as it's been recommended to me, especially on the mountains, and it went well. Really well, especially on the mountains. So well. Anyway, I needed a new quest, and I decided to go for one which was a lot easier and a lot less important and just simpler. And I think we're going to go and join the Bard's College. It seems so simple compared to what we have been doing, and I think as the Dragonborn, the head of 3 major orders, we deserve a little break. I head there now, and I've been told I will be allowed into the Bard's College on the condition we go and retrieve a poem. How hard can that be? We teleport to Morphal and head out to that destination, but the journey doesn't really go very well. Next time is also very dragony, but at least with a different outcome. When I get back to the tomb, I unlock it on the map and decide, hey, I should probably clear my inventory of dragon bones before I go in. I also end up having to practice magic on the way with a student. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's part of being an archmage. I just don't get a break. Right, now that's done. I head into the place and there's a dragon claw and a ghost. So I guess this isn't going to be the super easy thing I was expecting or hoping for, huh? Well, in all honesty, it's not really hard. I mean, we have enemies, but we've dealt with them before. The spiders later on, really not as difficult. Eventually we go all the way through, and look at that, the ghost has brought us to his body and also everything we need. The ghost wasn't done with us yet though. It unsealed a locked door we couldn't get through earlier and brought us to a door that needs the ruby core to get through. Which, as the solution to this puzzle was literally engraved on the claw, solving it wasn't a challenge. We were brought through, and that's a lot of dead things. We have a ghostly friend to help us though, and we beat them up, and honestly, I've beaten up so many Draugr at this point, it's easy. With them dead, it's time to kill a king. Well, kill a king again, since this is the reanimated corpse of King Olaf One-Eye. Our reward for that was a new shout and the ability to leave. You know, I didn't think that joining a college of poets and musicians would involve murdering a zombie king. But here we are. We head back and they're very happy to receive the poem, but not happy about the content. Apparently it sucks. Not my fault though, is it? We fix it though by making it up, and then we head off to see the Jarl. He speaks the poem that we 100% did not make up, and it's enough that we get Skyrim's version of Guy Fawkes Night reinstated, which I guess is a good thing. We head to the burning and watch the effigy be burned, and we are now a member of the Bard's College. Mission accomplished, I guess. Well, yes, but no. We could be done here if we really wanted to be, but I did my research and I found out there's 3 sort of mini-quests that involve getting back instruments for the members here. And since we're doing Bard College stuff today, we may as well go and get them. So we're starting with Finn's loot. It's a simple stolen loot, and when we get there, sure enough, there's bandits. Fortunately for me, bandits are pretty easy to handle in this area. I didn't really have much to say about it. I mean, we found a magical bandit that caused a little bit of a problem, but only a little bit. Beat him up, got the loot back. Simple. It was well paid for too. Not with money, but with a ton of level up. It's actually quite handy. Next up, Panthea's flute, which has apparently been sold off to necromancers. Sure, okay. I guess that means back into the snow. Once again though, this quest was somewhat on the easier side of things and didn't really cause me any problems. And by didn't cause me any problems, I mean it caused me no problems until the point the Master Necromancer murdered me. Oops. It turned out I really was overconfident there, because I didn't save. I had to do the whole thing again. Great. This time I'm smart. I get the flute, I clear out the enemies, and then I save before going after him. I showed myself at him a few times, but he's very good at killing me, and he really doesn't feel like dying. And also, I don't have to fight him, so I made the brave decision to run away and go home. Panthea was happy though and rewarded me with level up, so all is well. Finally, Bjorn? I'm going to say Bjorn's drum. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This wasn't stolen, this was lost. We're going to go and find it. The curtain where it's hidden is pretty easy to find, but weird things seem to be happening here. Oh well, John to find, no time to worry. There is obviously something going on though, considering we keep being attacked by ghosts. Guess who the final boss of Haldir's cairn is? Haldir! Specifically, multiple of them, all with elemental magic. This was a challenge and a half, I will admit, but it was a challenge I was up to. And I got the staff, Haldir's staff, which is cool. And the drum, which is more of a priority. But with the return of the drum, we are done with the Bard's College. It wasn't quite the relaxing break I had in mind, but it was a break from normality, and it was nice to do something a little different. Next time though, well, we still have these major quest lines to do, so I guess next time we'll be back to our usual programming, and taking on one of those. And I'll see you then.